Hey vinyl community, this is Tim with the University of Vinyl, back with a new video today. A little update on my channel. I started this thing on a lark in late February, I think, this year. And after watching a lot of videos for several years and thinking, oh, maybe I should give this a shot. This is actually, maybe I have something to share. And I'm just blown away by the response I've received lately. So I've done several of these videos, finding audiophile quality records out there in the wild that are not audiophile pressings. And the response has been incredible. I've received tons and tons of comments. A couple of these videos are already over 20,000 views. Just amazing. My subscriber count is pushing 2,000. I'm just amazed every time I take a look at the stats. So thank you to everybody. I really appreciate the support and people watching and people commenting. It's all about kind of building a community, and YouTube is a great platform. So I'm really happy that I kind of took the plunge and started this channel. Over the weekend we had a lot of rainy, stormy weather here in northern Colorado. And I got a little bored and decided to take a drive down to Longmont to one of my favorite record shops. It's Absolute Vinyl. The owner's name is Doug Gaddy. Doug is a longtime record shop owner. He had a shop under the same name in Boulder, Colorado for years and years and years. And closed it down, and then a year or two later he got back into the game and moved a little bit northeast to Longmont, which is a fantastic little town about half an hour north of Denver. And so Doug's got a new shop, fairly new. He's been open about 3 years now, I think, right on Main Street, downtown Longmont. You can't miss it. And it is just a fantastic shop. So Doug takes pride in what he does. He's one of the best record shop owners I've ever met and talked to. Very knowledgeable, very generous with his time, very friendly, and really takes pride in what he does and what he sells. He actually hand washes everything that comes into the shop. And another great thing, he prices very fairly. So I think he takes a look at maybe at the median on Discogs and actually prices below that, because I've found some great deals there. And the thing with Doug is he posts frequently on Instagram, and he doesn't have a lot of inventory that lays around because he has a dedicated following, and people go there on the weekend, and he gets things in and collections in, and they're gone in 2 or 3 days. So the best time to go is usually Saturday or Sunday. And I actually happen to be down there this Sunday before Memorial Day. So I wanted to show a few things that I picked up, and I'm going to show what I feel are 3 cornerstones to any self-respecting record collector. These albums are things that you need to have in your collection. And I was lucky enough to find all 3 of these albums that I'm going to show. They're original pressings, and they're all in fantastic shape, which is something I love to find out in the wild. So we'll get into that. So if you haven't seen the Muscle Shoals documentary on Netflix yet, add it to your queue. Make sure you check it out, because I picked up, again, what I'm calling a cornerstone album to any collection, and that is Aretha Lady Soul. This thing, the actual record is in near mint condition. This jacket's in, perfectly fine condition as far as I'm concerned. This album was released in January 1968, and of course this was recorded at Fame Studios in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Aretha has got most of the Muscle Shoals rhythm section, otherwise known as the Swampers, I think. Let's see who we have here. So Spooner Oldham, he's done a ton of work with Neil Young. He was all over the Harvest album, but he's on electric piano and organ on this album. Who else? We had Roger Hawkins, who was one of those Muscle Shoals players on drums. I believe he just recently passed away. Also, who else do we have? Jimmy Johnson, one of the Muscle Shoals players on guitar. And the songs on this album are incredible. So Doug at the shop, I was looking through his new arrivals. And
honestly, I think my brain's telling me the closet, my heart's telling me.
Well, you're going to take it home and try it if you don't like it.
Oh, yeah.
and found this and said, "Oh wow, I recently watched that documentary, and I knew that I needed a copy of this album." And Doug said, "Hey, let's put it on." So we put it on the store's system, and we listened to side one, and it's just an incredible album. The lead song, of course, on side one, "Chain of Fools," an Aretha classic. The last song on side one was actually released as a single in 1967, ahead of the release of this album. "You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman," written by Carole King, of course. I've seen Carole King tear up. Maybe it was at the Kennedy Honors or something. I think Aretha played this. Maybe she did play this at the Kennedy Honors for Carole King before Aretha passed. And I remember seeing Aretha with tears in her eyes. Not Aretha, Carole King with tears in her eyes. Carole went on to do this, of course, on Tapestry. But that song, as far as I'm concerned, that song belongs to Aretha. What else do we have here? Eric Clapton was a guest player on one of these songs. "Good to Me as I Am to You," and just an out and out classic. I'm going to show you the vinyl as well. So this is an early pressing on that gorgeous green and blue Atlantic Studios label. Trust me, there is tons of gloss and shine and a flawless vinyl record. So really, really happy. I paid $28 for this. I went back on Discogs when I got home, and it's right in the ballpark, if not better, for an early first pressing. It's below median on Discogs. I am super happy to add this to my collection. So while we're talking about documentaries or music documentaries, I don't remember if this was on Netflix or maybe it was HBO, but ZZ Top last year, there was an incredible documentary of the band. All of the band was involved in the production of that. And the second album I picked up at Absolute Vinyl in Longmont the other day, Rio Grande Mud. That is the second studio album released by ZZ Top. This came out in 1972. Of course, the standout track on this album, the second song on side one, "Just Got Paid." But they really kind of solidified the ZZ Top sound, the early sound of the early 70s before they got a little more commercial. After Tres Hombres. But this is this just sounds incredible. The interplay, Dusty Hill's bass is great throughout this album, and of course Billy Gibbons' guitar playing is just over the top. Love, love, love that kind of royal blue London Records label. Similar thing, this thing is in near pristine condition. I played it yesterday. Plays like a dream. There's a corner cut on that album for some reason, but doesn't bother me. Very, very happy to add this as well to my collection. So there's a legendary British folk band out of Muswell Hill, out of London. It includes, it did include, of course, Richard Thompson on guitar. Sandy Denny was the lead vocalist at that time. And I found this album the other day as well, and that's Fairport Convention's Liege and Leaf. I think this was the 4th Fairport Convention album. A lot of people consider it their absolute best album. Excellent condition. I have had this on CD for years and have been kind of keeping my eyes peeled, hoping to find it. I'm out of inner sleeves, so I'm using that plain paper inner for a time being until my new shipment arrives. Also, just so you know, I am a recent convert to Vinyl Storage Solutions outer sleeves. So these things work incredibly well for gatefolds. They actually take 2 pieces of the, they're the 4 mil double flap outer sleeves, but these are crystal clear, which is kind of the selling card of Vinyl Storage Solutions. They're based in Canada, but they're fairly reasonable. These are the best that I've ever seen. They're resealable, so if you ever sell an album or whatever and you need to reuse this, you can. Very, very good quality stuff. Anyway, that is Liege and Leaf Fairport Convention. Happy to add this to the collection as well. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. I am working on and researching another video. I hope to showcase another 10 albums that feature audiophile quality sound. Going to focus on another mastering engineer that has been behind some of the most incredible sounding and fantastic rock and roll releases of the last 60 years. So I am working behind the scenes on that. I hope to have that filmed, edited, and ready to roll by the weekend. Make sure you like the video. Hopefully you'd like to subscribe if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching.